It's winter time here. I'm in the Midwest. So this is like the time that I kind of like to go through a lot of my equipment, a lot of my gear. And I'm going to either fix some things, I'm going to change some things. It goes for my regular fishing stuff and for my spearfishing stuff. So this past year, went out and I had two types of guns with me. I had a roller gun and I had a traditional band gun. Two bands on there. Loved using the roller gun so much so that I'm converting my other gun into a roller gun, and I'm actually building a blue water roller gun. So for today, as you can see, this was a Rob Allen. That's what we got here today, Rob Allen. I switched it over to a roller head, but I gotta make rubbers. So for your rubbers, you're gonna need some dynamite. Put some dynamite here so you can make a bridle, make your wishbones, make your attachment points. Got that there. You're gonna need Dacron. Okay, that's for making your constrictor knots. You can use beads if you want. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna stick with knots. For this, I'm also gonna need a load assist. So my load assists are actually going to be just regular 550 cord. I'm using this because the other load assist that I used before I rebuilt some of my other rubbers was, I think this is bootlace in all honesty, but it was really hard on my hand and it kind of dug in a little bit. So this is a little bit more meatier. It's not going to stretch at all, so that's good, and it'll handle itself fine in salt water. This is what I actually use for my anchors when I have my float with me, so that way I can either slow down the drift or hook up on a rock or something out there. So this is my anchor line is, and it's got, I mean, it's held up. We'll need an insert tool so you can jam it down in there, and it's hard. So for my bridles, I've got some helicoil here. I'm going to try these out. I want to try these out because on my other roller gun, the actual top here, now on this one it's plastic, so it's not going to really hurt it all that much, but to prevent it, what will happen is this spring here, this metal will sit on the top of that, as you can see, and it protects your bridle there. And that way you don't have it fraying and it doesn't split. So that was one thing that happened to me this last year going out, is while shooting, and I made a lot of shots, a lot of bad shots. I'm not a good shooter. It was more along the lines with this gun. I did a lot of my misses with this, but when I had the roller gun in my hand, my bridle actually started fraying because the two ridges that the bridle will sit on are actually metal. Now they've been sanded down and are a little bit rounded, but I guess they're still just abrasive enough that they just started nicking and fraying, and it got down to the point that I was just literally hanging on by a thread until that last shot, and it boom, and it busted. Now luckily I have two guns, so just went over, grabbed the other gun, not a big deal. Had I had one gun, that would have really been bad because they didn't have a spearfishing store out there, and I probably could have rigged something up. But I didn't have tools with me. I didn't have any of that, so that's why I'm gonna have two guns now rigged up this way. So, but I'm gonna try these ones out. One of these is significantly shorter than the other one, which is weird. It shouldn't be. Kind of a bummer. And then lastly, your rubbers. Everyone needs a good rubber. You don't want your rubbers breaking. We all know what happens when a rubber breaks. Happy little accidents. So I got some Rob Allen blue rubber here, got some good stretch to it, and then we have some Aim Right. It's a hot pink. Kind of excited about this one. So, but I still have to cut these, as you can see. So first what we're going to do is we're going to push these through here. Now you can either use this is an insert tool, or you can use a pair of pliers. I'm going to do this. So you want to hold it here, near the right at the top, so there's nothing to wiggle. Okay, that didn't quite work out. All right. Okay, so my nut kind of almost came out there a little bit. Just get a screwdriver. It's easy, no big deal. Grab it and push that down in there. There you go. Okay. So all I'm doing, I'm just gonna melt these ends a little bit, just so I have a better working deal. Okay. So we can see where the knot is. It's right there. Okay. That's because it's bulbous. Alright, so coming over, we go to the left, we go to the right, we go back around the tree. Okay. Come there. We're going to go over the one that went to the left, and we're going under both. Then we're just going to pull. Alrighty. Oh, oops, alright. My cord here is a little long. Let's do it again. Left over the tree. Use a finger there to hold it on the back. Pull this through. Put that in the loop. There it is. We're going to move this up towards the top. Just to give it a little snug, it'll get right up in there. Okay. About the same place we put it last time. Alright, we're going to roll this. We're going to roll that. Pull. Pull that up. I lost my scissors. Just give this a little snip. Just a little snippy. Boop. There it is. Alright. We're going to burn the edges. Put that down. Okay. Alright, that one's good. I double checked it. We're just going to double check this one. Okay. Alright, so there's a little line anchors, constrictor knots. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make our bridle here for the front, our bridle, and our pull assist. We've got our helicoil here. This is a hammerhead helicoil. A little bit different, just to protect things. So, see, this will be our pull assist. So what we're going to do here is just leave a little bit on the tail. We're just going to make an overhand knot. Okay. Now, to make sure this knot stays in place, we're going to burn the ends here. So now, let's put these in our rubbers. Just the same as before. This time I will be definitely using this insert. As you can see, it's a big old knot. Okay. There we go. Okay, so we got that tied up. So now what we want to do is we want to determine our pretension that's on there. So I got where I wanted my cord. So then we're just going to pull this around. We're going to loop it. Okay. We're going to loop it again. We're going to take this, and I don't know the name of this knot, but you'll have 2 loops. You're going to go through the center of each loop. Okay. Uh-oh, looks like you didn't make 2, I only made 1. Okay, there's my second loop. Grab them. Pull it through, and then we're going to go through the big loop also. We're going to pull this straight. We'll pull it down, tighten it up. Ooh. Oh yeah. That puppy's tight, but there you go. This has got a pretty good stretch, so I was at half barrel, 0 pretension. I've done about a quarter of the half of pretension. And these Allen rubbers they're pretty tight rubbers to begin with, but there you go. That's that. So that's how you do your rubbers to make a roller gun. So thanks for watching, guys. Till next time.